Single leg bridging is an excellent exercise to both strengthen your glutes, to help engage your core. It's really good for rehabilitation. It's an excellent exercise if you're pregnant. So today we're going to dive into the form of that move to make sure you are both doing it correctly and feeling it in the right spots. As with all of our exercises, setup is incredibly important. So when you set up for this move, you have to make sure that your heels are not too close to your butt. If you do the exercise here with no space back behind your knee, you're only going to feel it, or you're mostly going to feel it, up here in your kneecap and on the top of your thigh. So if you feel it in one of these places, it is a sure sign that you need to step your feet a little more forward. I like to think that there is space behind the back of the knee. In this exercise, bigger is not better. So if you have a really big range of motion, it's not going to help you feel it at all. Most people try to take their hips all the way up here. Notice how my ribs are lifted off the floor and I have this really big arch in the back. You're not going to end up feeling it in the butt at all if you stay here. In fact, you may end up feeling a lot of lower back. So to fix it, I want to think about getting my ribs heavier on the floor. If I try to pull the base of my rib cage down, I'm smiling because my glute started to fire as soon as I did that. Now I'm able to firmly press my heel and the action starts to happen from right underneath the tushy, which is where you want it. So when you initiate the motion in this exercise, you want to think about putting so much weight into your heel, this one that's on the floor. Put so much weight into that heel that it starts to make this muscle and back here on the hamstring grip, and then that grip pushes you up a little bit. What you do not do is try to lift your chest up or try to press your hips up. Instead, you push down through your foot to engage the glute to create a little bump. The core is very much involved in this exercise. So in order to help illustrate that, I'm gonna do the move just a little bit different. I'm going to do it with this leg out straight. Now, when you do this, whatever leg is missing, so the non-working leg, that hip is going to drop just a little bit lower than the other. And that makes sense, right? Because you don't have the leg, you don't have that tripod supporting you. What does keep the hips even is actually through the deep core and through the stomach. So I want to use my abs to engage, I'm gripping in here. That's going to even out my hips and get them on the same plane. And then that's going to end up really firing up through the glute. And then you'll also get that core initiation.